Good afternoon, YouTubes. Just thought I'd give you a quick video on what I'm doing at the moment to my truck. So we've gone round and we've done the fender flares in plasti dip. Sorry about the wind, by the way, if you can hear me or can't hear me. And what I've decided to do is plasti dip the wheels as well. I was going to get some new black ones, but I just can't justify the money on it, to be honest. So this fender flare's still got to go on, but it's in the garage drying. So we've taken off this rear driver's side wheel. We've given it a good clean. It was filthy due to an oil leak which I had on the axle a few months ago. So I've cleaned it up nice and clean, and we're going to go ahead and plasti dip this wheel first, see how it looks. We're going to keep the studs chrome, we're going to keep the ram horn Schrader cap chrome, and we're going to keep the centerpiece chrome as well. To start with, we may change that, but it's something once you've done it you can't really go back, so we're going to see what it looks like first and then decide afterwards. Okay, stay tuned. Okay, here we are back in the garage. You see there, this fender flare has been plasti dipped. This is a 50mm fender flare, so to go with this you need, on any truck, 50mm spacers for your wheels to make them stick out, otherwise they look a bit odd. I've removed the studs. I have decided to keep them chrome. I don't know whether you noticed on the other beginning of the video, the rear passenger side studs are black. Again, I was just sort of seeing what it was going to look like and whether to go with chrome or black, and I've decided to do chrome. The back passenger side needs doing again because I've made a bit of a mess of it, but when I do I will put chrome studs back on it. So we're going to just put this to one side. We're going to get the wheel in, chuck it up and start off with the first coat. Now anyone that's doing plasti dip on this sort of size amount of work and a wheel, you need about one can of I think it's 400ml. That is 400ml. This is flex foil spray, which is the same as plasti dip. It's not available anymore, I don't know why, but I've got enough of it now to do the rest of my wheels and respray the bodge job arch I've got to do. So this is what I've decided to do. So stay tuned for the wheel. Okay, here we are now. We're up on my workbench. I've given it a real good drying off. One thing plasti dip doesn't like is it doesn't like moisture, so you've got to try and make sure after cleaning your wheel you're 100% dry. I've taken off the ram head dust cap and replaced it just with a standard dust cap. I don't want that to become black. So the things that are going to stay chrome are the 5 studs, the center cap and the stud cap. I am going to go over the whole outer rim of the tyre. The reason being is because on all wheels I've got a few areas where it's been scuffed and it's gone back to white, and plasti dip might cover that up. And then once that's covered, I'm going to get some white paint and redo the Wrangler Goodyear letters. Maybe, I don't know yet, but that's something that can be touched up afterwards. So it will give the appearance, I guess, of a new tyre, because this stuff is technically rubber in a can. But yeah, stay tuned. Okay, that's my first coat on. Now already after the first coat, I think it's going to be easier to take it off the workbench and stand over it and spray it. I might get a more even spread. So that's the first coat. It doesn't look great, but that's the first coat gone on, and that's how it tends to look after the first coat on anything. So generally on all the other bits and bobs I've done, they take between 5 and 7 coats. So I'm going to let it dry. I'm going to whip it off the workbench and I'll carry on with it on the floor, which I think will be far easier. Okay, stay tuned. Okay, we're now on the floor. As you can see, I've also put in another light. The light's not very good in here. The second coat has just gone on. You see now it's starting to take shape. I think personally it looks, or it's going to look, just by having 2 coats on it, I think it's going to look really good, and it's going to save me a fortune, because I was looking to buy a second set of wheels, but I don't think I'm going to bother now. Looking at this, just after 2 coats, I think this is definitely going to happen for the other 3. So yeah, stay tuned. My fender flare's hanging up. I don't know if you can see that. Just putting the studs on it as we speak. There's a bit of concurrent activity. It takes about 10 minutes to dry. I've got a little fan heater going. It does help to help it cure. But you start off lightly when you're doing this. As I say, a little dab will do you, and build the covers up over like 5 to 7 passes, and 1 can is plenty. This is a 20-inch wheel plus the tyre rim. That's plenty to be able to do this. But yeah, so far so good. I'm going to go now straight onto the final coat. I'm not going to do an updated video of every single coat, but you get the gist. And I'll carry this on once I'm on my final coat. Alright, see you in a bit. Okay, YouTubes, we are now, I think that's 5 coats in. Just letting it dry. Is it 5? Yeah, 5. I'm going to give it another couple of coats because I don't think I've quite got it yet. The only advice I've got, if you do decide to do anything like this, is when you're spraying your plasti dip, don't spray from the same angle on every pass. So once you've done 1 pass and it's dried, then move to another angle and go again, because obviously this wheel, it's not flat. There's loads of different sides to it, loads of angles, loads of nooks and crannies, and if you want to make sure you get all of it, like I say, just move around the wheel. Stay in the same position once you're in that position and just pass across all the way down, and then move, say, 15-20 degrees to the next angle and go again once it's dried. So I'm going to give it a couple more coats and we'll stick it on the truck. See you in a bit. And there we have it. So all in, sorry about the wind, there's about 8 cans, 8 coats I got out of that 1 can. I managed to get it on there without scratching the rim, and there you've got the fender flare. So this is what it looks like with the chrome wheels, or just the normal alloy wheels, and that's now with the black wheels and chrome studs. I want to keep the chrome studs, I like that, and the chrome centre, I want to keep that as well. And I want to redo this flare round here because it's knackered anyway. You see there the mess I've made with that. Some of the chrome I didn't manage to get off. I want to put the chrome studs on it, but I'm definitely going to do the rest of the wheels in black. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like and subscribe the video and my channel, and I'll catch you on the next one. See you later.